This lesson is simplified by factoring, or it is also called simplify rational expression. Here we have an example of a fractions, 21x squared over 18x. The first thing we need to do is find the factors. So 21 is 3 times 7, x squared, 1x, 2x. The factor of 18, 3 times 6, and then 1x. After that, anything looks the same, you cancel. So these three are the same, cancel. This 2x are the same, cancel. And anything that is not cancel, you leave it alone, and that will become our answer. So 7 is not canceled. This extra x is not canceled. This 6 is not canceled. So my final answer is 7x over 6. Okay, so one more time. Make sure find the factor first for the top and also for the bottom. After that, find whatever that looks the same. Anything looks the same, you cancel. If you cannot cancel them, that will become our final answer. Okay, next example, similar situations. Here I have 20, so the factor of 20 is 2 times 10. Here, this 4, I broke it up into 2 times 2, and this 2, I leave it alone. You can take this 2 out and this 2 out and leave it in front. I didn't take the 2p, so I put it back. This 2, since everything is taken, make sure there's a 1. One more time. If you take everything from here or anywhere, make sure do not put a 0. It is always 1. Okay, so one more time. Since I took everything out here, this 2 right here, I took everything out, there should be a 1 here, never 0. Okay, so be very careful. So I took out a 2 from here and a 2 from here. Then I have left is 2p plus 1. Okay, so be very careful of that. And then after that, anything looks the same, cancel. So these 2 cancel. Anything that I did not cancel, that becomes the final answer. So in this case, 10 over 2p plus 1. One more time, be very careful. If you took everything out from here, it is never a 0. It is always a 1. And the reason is this: if you multiply it back, it will come back to the same, to the original. So 2 times 2p is 4p. 2 times 1 will come back to 2. If you put a 0 here, it won't come back to 2. It will be 0. Okay, so be very careful. If you took everything out, it is always a 1, never 0. Cancel anything that looks the same. If you cannot cancel, leave it alone, and that becomes the answer. Okay, next example. Here I have 2 terms, so find the factor for each of them. So 12 is 2 times 6. There are 2 x's, minus 42 is 6 times 7 x. So that's for the top. For the bottom, 30 is 5 times 6, 2 x's, minus 42, and I use 6 and 7, and there's another x. Okay, so find the factors for each of these terms. Okay, after that, anything that looks the same, you bring it to the front. Take it out and put it in the front. One more time. I can take the 6x. I can also take the 6x from these 2 terms. Since they are the same, I can take it out and put it in front. Anything that I didn't take, I put it back inside the parentheses. I did not take this 2, this x, and this 7. Put it back into parentheses. Don't forget the minus. Same thing on the bottom. I took out the 6x, the 6x, because they are the same. Put it in front. Anything that I didn't take out, put it back inside the parentheses. So 5x minus this 7. Okay, so be very careful. One more time. Find the factors for each of these terms. Anything looks the same, put it in the front. And then anything that you didn't take, put it in parentheses. Let's do the same thing with the bottom. Okay, after that, if they are the same, once they are the same and separated, you can cancel, and anything that you not cancel, that becomes the final answer. Okay, so be very careful. Again, find the factor for each of these terms. Anything looks the same, you put it in the front. And then anything that is not taken, you put it inside the parentheses. And then after that, cancel if they look the same. And then whatever that is not canceled, that becomes the final answer. Okay. Next example. Here I have 3 terms. 1, 2, 3 for the top, and also 1, 2, 3 for the bottom. You only do the A, B, C, and this X method if I have 1 term, 2 term, 3 term. One more time. You only do the A, B, C using the X method if I have 1, 2, 3 terms. The square, first power, second power, first power, and no power. Okay, so first term, second term, third term. Then you will do this X method, the A, B, C. Okay, so the top, which is right here, n squared plus 4n minus 12. So A is 1, B is 4, negative 12. Do your X method, A times C, which is come out being negative 12, and then B is 4, and you know the only 2 factor will give me 12, and 4 will be 2 and 6. So I use 2 and 6. Now be careful, we have to know which one is minus and positive. 2 will be negative, 6 will be positive, and the reason is negative 2 times positive 6 gives me negative 12. However, 6 minus 2 will give me positive 4. So be very careful which will be negative, which will be positive. After that, you just bring it straight down, x minus 2, and then x plus 6. So this right here, x minus 2, x plus 6 is for the top. So I rewrote n squared plus 4n minus 12 into n minus 2, n plus 6. Okay, do the same procedure for the bottom, n squared minus 7n plus 10. Same procedure using A, B, C, and then I get n minus 2, n minus 5. Anything looks the same, cancel. Anything that you didn't cancel becomes the final answer. So know how to do the X method if I have 1 term, 2 term, 3 term. Okay, if they are the same, cancel. If they're not, then that becomes the final answer. This is the final answer. Again, same, cancel. I cannot cancel, leave it alone, and that becomes the final answer. So be very careful.